I mean, it was pretty wide and big.
What's up, nerds?
Hi.
Nah.
How y'all doing?
I
Pretty
almost choked on a euro.
I saw that,
Yeah.
and I totally switched to the wrong screen. But hey, it's okay. So it's been a week, 2 weeks,
3 weeks.
Three.
3 weeks. Oh fuck! Since our last
Yeah,
session.
we missed last week.
Yeah, we missed last
I
week.
blame helium.
I
Yes.
blame COVID.
I blame Tennessee.
You know what you could say? Been a while.
God, you stop.
that it has.
No, we are not starting that here.
But we could.
But
It's
we
already
do
started.
have some small announcements because we didn't have a session last week. We did do something last week.
Yeah, we
Setsu,
did.
what did we do?
We reacted to the anime awards.
Yeah.
And if I remember correctly, you will be releasing the video or the highlight reel of that soon.
Yes, it will be uploaded
Which
on Tuesday along with the VOD for today's session.
has some choice edits
It
from
does,
Duo.
It does.
It has me.
it does for a brief second.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, so we hosted a reaction to the anime awards that were last week with our friends from Do You Know the Anime and being Setsu and Duo, and we had Shock and it was Laura, yeah.
And then because Kelly popped in to literally yell Hinata and then leave.
and a brief
guest appearance
from Kelly. Yeah, so
Oh, my Spotify closed.
yeah, it's because I paused it.
Oh, okay.
It'll start back up when I go.
No, like my Spotify closed.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
But yeah, that highlight reel will be up Tuesday along with the VOD for this video. We actually have Nightbot working now.
Am I on the editors for that?
You are.
Cool.
And then let's see. I think that's it. I don't think it's not podcast. Hey, there we go. And then because we missed last week's, and we're having a session this week, we will be continuing every other week from this week. So we won't
Everything
have a
shifted.
session. Yeah, everything just shifts forward. But yeah, other than that, I think unless one of you has a surprise like merch announcement that you want to thrust upon the show like last moment. Oh no.
Oh my gosh,
which.
it's me, Laura Bailey. You should
Oh,
know what we
no.
have in the shop. Oh my gosh.
We have no
Join us
shop.
on
There is
Full
no
Weasel
merch.
Shop.
Yet.
Yeah.
Our new popular shirt, Horny Jail.
That's me.
It's
That's
literally
just-
just
It's
gonna have
it's just a picture of Haru.
We have these Weasel plushies that are coming soon.
I wish.
Dude, I'd buy the shit out of them.
Little murderous weasels.
No, it's
But
a
yeah.
Google.
I think that's the only real announcements that we have. So I will start the music back up again at a lower volume and attempt to recap what we did 3 weeks ago now. So
Bad time. That's all that it is. Bad.
oh yeah. So last time we did it was almost a shopping episode. It was more of a getting prepped episode.
It was a shopping episode.
So for the most part, we had the crew get back together after fighting the Myconids. And wow, this music is way too upbeat for a recap.
I was about to say.
Oh,
It's still good though.
Dragon
It
Balls.
is.
I had a Voltac had a lovely conversation with Yomir
That is true.
at the church.
Hey, I blame you for this. I don't know. Not even matter.
And then let's see.
Convince Yomir to aid.
Yeah. And then everybody set out on the Indigo Canary, Jack's very vibrant ship. And I think at the end of the episode, it was when you guys had just pulled out of the docks and had set sail. So you are all now aboard the Indigo Canary. And you guys are putting stuff in respawn, aren't you?
I saw an opportunity that was too golden to
It
pass
was,
up.
it was a golden opportunity. I'll give him that.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah. So, that's where we will pick up.
Hey, what a perfectly timed recap.
Yeah. So you have the wind is steadily blowing across the deck of the Indigo Canary as you start off on the journey to Cloudbarrow. You are escorting Lord Clyde Freyson back to his hometown of Cloudbarrow. And there's not the biggest crew aboard, but it seems that the crew that is here really knows how to run this ship well. And you guys have offered your services to Jack to help escort the young lord to his home. I believe Yalmir was not liking being on board a ship at all.
Nope, the floor moves. Fuck all of this. Fuck everything about it.
But as everything gets going, Woodrow has the helm and is steering the Canary to its destination. Jack comes down onto the deck as you all are up there, as he used control water to maneuver the ship out of the docks. And he comes down and greets you all. Well, my friends, how are you enjoying the open sea so far?
I don't think I hear him since I'm crouching on like one of the masts, I think is what I did
You
last
were
time.
up you were up like on a mast. So
Yeah.
yeah, but I think it was
I was
Yalmir.
next to Woodrow.
Voltac went up to Woodrow, so it'd be Yalmir, Quivari, Atlas, and Aralista that are down.
Oh, wait, this is below deck?
No, you're on the main deck.
Okay, cool.
So
Are we off to like the side of one of the decks, or like just anywhere? I'm just gonna hold on to any surface possible.
I
And
am.
try
Yeah,
and
so you're
stabilize myself.
you're holding onto the railing.
I
Yeah,
am
like I'm just sitting there white knuckling this.
side of the boat, just like one arm on the railing, like legs crossed.
Fair. But yeah, he comes down and just greets you all. Hello, my friends. It is a great day to be out at sea.
Nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Not used to the getting rid of your land legs yet, are you? Your kind doesn't tend to take too well to the seas, my short
Nope.
friend.
Bad decision. All of this bad.
Don't worry, we have some remedies for that.
Thank God.
I'll make sure that the chef knows to add a little extra to your meal. That way, to
Mhm.
help you with
Ye oldie waterboard.
to help you with your land legs. What about the rest of you? He looks to Atlas. What about you, tall one? You seem to be enjoying yourself.
It's good to be out from the cities. Away.
Indeed.
With my ale.
That's right. You have
Fine wherever that goes.
a fuck. I forgot you bought
Yeah,
a whole cask of ale, didn't you? Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you'll be plenty cozy with that.
I'm gonna notice Jack, like from my perch, and just like do like a little wave.
he waves back briefly and just is like, huh, well, one of you has made yourselves comfortable. Well,
How much for you to get him to fall off?
oh, that's just
I have my
turn.
leg wrapped around some of the rigging.
True. He doesn't think much
kind
of
have
it.
a history of making people fall off of moving vehicles. You know, moving objects.
Right. He looks around, sees the rest of his crew, readily at work, making sure that everything is adjusted to the wind, as per Woodrow's call outs. And he says, well, I have a ship to run. You all are free to do what you please for the remainder of our trip. Should anything uncouth happen, I hope you will all be able to deal with it readily.
We'll see.
I just nod my head up and down while I look at my cask of ale.
I'm not even listening to him.
Yeah. And he does a quick turnabout and heads back up to speak with Woodrow.
I'm gonna go to the bow of the ship
Okay.
because I haven't had this kind of freedom in a while.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go up to the bow. I'm just gonna spread my arms.
It's just all Titanic.
Yes, just to enjoy my freedom.
Yeah, that's fair. You get some odd looks from the crew, but other than that, it is a freeing moment. The breeze feels nice in your mane. It's definitely something that is worth relishing. You see, like I said, the crew roaming around the deck. They've got a lookout up in the crow's nest. You have the cannons for the ship are mounted on the main deck. And you have what would be the powder monkey of the Canary inspecting them, making sure that they're ready to go at a moment's notice. And you have a couple people from Lord Frayson's party roaming about the deck, as well as Lord Frayson himself. Is there anything you would like to do?
promptly make my way below deck to see if having something over my head helps at all. It
Okay.
doesn't really.
I can say from personal experience, stuff like that does. Going
Nope.
right down.
No. The floor is still moving. Fuck this bullshit.
Everything's moving around you. It's
This
all
is a
bullshit.
person who for 50 something years has lived inside of a mountain.
It's true.
If the floor is moving, you need to leave.
You're moving without you moving. Something's up.
Yeah.
Just imagine you're in a cart down in the mines or something.
This is true. You go downstairs and it helps slightly. But you going downstairs, you run into the ship's cook, and she notices your wobbliness and pulls you aside. You okay there, lad?
Nope. Mm-mm. No, not at all.
I've got just the thing for you. I think the captain mentioned something in a message. We'll get you taken care of.
Much appreciated. I'm gonna just try not to die.
She pulls you into the kitchen and starts rummaging through the cabinets and takes a small vial from it and hands it to you. This will help with the nausea. Unfortunately, it won't help your own sensation of wanting to be on stable ground, but you won't feel the need to make a mess of the decks.
Sounds great. Thank you.
And so that is the extent at which she can do for you.
Mm-hmm. I will walk away, slowly nursing the little potion.
Yeah. All right. You, Voltac.
Yes.
What are you doing? Are you just kind of observing Woodrow?
I think so. Like, it's one of those things of like Voltac's like making subtle movements, but is trying to kind of like imitate whatever he's, kind of like, trying to like imitate like him in his position, but just kind of like trying to not look like an idiot. Because Voltac's like, worked with ships. So
Yes.
Voltac's now kind of like, could I have my own ship? And then kind of is like imagining.
It's fair.
But then upon like, because I think you mentioned that Jack is making his way up there, then I immediately just kind of like stop and like try to look as normal and inconspicuous as possible.
Fair.
Yes. Would I have seen Voltac's like miniature mimicry of
It depends
The
on which
dude-
way you're facing. Are you facing out the front of the ship, or are you looking back behind us?
I'm like glancing like back and forth every so often.
Make a perception check.
Oh, do I have any? I forget what bonus. Do I have bonuses?
Wisdom.
Um. Um. 15 plus 5, 20.
20? Yeah, you would have noticed.
Can I try to hit Voltac with a pebble?
Do you have a pebble?
Fuck, would I have a pebble? Are there any
Is
like
it in your
small,
character sheet?
Are there any like small scraps of wood on the top of the mast?
God, no, that's dangerous.
Whoa.
I hope not.
Not. I don't mean like a hand size, like a wood chip. Not a splinter, like a wood chip.
You look at the mast, and it is so smooth, you're surprised you can hold on to
Impeccably
it.
polished.
Ah,
That is like lacquer polish. It is smooth as a baby's bottom.
impressive, but yeah,
Almost to a magical extent, I would say.
that was the sense of fun. Gonna go back to doing what I was doing, but with a little bit more of a pout. Oh, can I like pick off like a little bit from one of my rations and just like use that instead?
Shook a heart attack in the back of the head.
I mean, yeah, you probably have a small little roll,
Like a biscuit. Okay.
yeah, that you can try and chuck at him. If you
I wasn't gonna chug. I was gonna like trying to like flick it towards him.
make a dexterity check, a
Alright.
sleight of hand check with disadvantage
Okay.
because it is windy
Okay.
and you are a decent ways away.
Oh wait, disadvantage.
Yeah.
Aw. 7?
No.
8. Sorry, I can't. do
Still
that.
no. So Voltec, you just see this piece of like biscuit just fly by your head.
It's just kind I kind of like look over at like Woodrow and go, any idea where that came from? Like,
He's just
perplexed.
kind of
I'm kind of like perplexed.
no, and goes back. to,
Ah.
No.
looks at you. No.
Would Jack be nearby? at this point?
Jack. Yeah, Jack's standing up on the. Or
Kinda
Jack would have come up like a little while later.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, how about you? Did you happen to see where the mysterious biscuit assailant is?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ah, well then, I fear crazy.
Jack goes up and whispers something in Woodrow's ear and then heads back down and goes into his captain's quarters. Jesus, 7. At the time you see Jack go into the captain's quarters, the gentleman from the other night that was having a disagreement with Lord Freyson comes up from below deck and immediately kind of beelines it to Lord Freyson and starts talking to him, and I wouldn't say a hushed voice, but definitely tries to get to keep the conversation private. Any of you?
Where are they again on the boat?
You know what? Fuck it. Let me try and get this all together. Oh boy. Be excited, y'all. You get to see this
Oh
shit.
shit.
What?
You get to see this shit early.
Oh.
Oh.
Model boat.
Oh shit!
Shit.
So that's it currently. This is it later on after we're done with it.
So I'm gonna use. Actually, you know what? We've got Yolmir,
Hey.
who's gonna be below deck. We've got Aralista, who's
When we eventually beat up for a campaign, we have to sit down and paint these.
Oh, absolutely. So I couldn't
yeah.
find a Leonid, but I got a barbarian who had like a lion's main head.
Sure, I'll do.
So we'll put you about here.
I was up on the bow last.
Oh, you were gonna. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You were
He's
up here.
Titanicing last.
I was
Yeah,
Titanicing.
You're here. We've got Jack over in the captain's quarters. We've got Quivari. Where do you want to be?
Oh.
Say this is the center mast right here.
I'd probably be hanging somewhere around the center mast.
All right. We'll put you right here.
I'm watching the dummy up top. Try not to, slide down the highly polished pole. Wink.
This is Ranger. This is our boy Callum.
That's me.
You wanted to be here. I don't have one of the little plastic thingies that makes you go up, but I'll put you
Yeah.
here on the
Where it
forward
would-
mast.
You
You're on
don't
the
have
mast,
like
basically, you're up
$1,000
high,
worth of
basically.
risers?
No, I don't.
What the hell? Jeez.
I know. And then
I mean-
Voltac. This is you, a little female. There was just none without a shield, so
Okay.
I will put you up here by the thing. Shock, by the way, I also have
Hey!
Hey!
little fox
bark.
familiar. So that can be on your little circle. And then let me pull out some random NPCs as people for the rest of the crew. Oh, you know what? I have little player chips. I'll use those.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
This is much better than like using Roll20 or anything else.
Oh yeah. I see. I got really fed up with having the GIMP, and I couldn't find a good boat. So, and
Yeah,
Donut,
but, like-
this is well made. Trust me.
Yeah. Well, and like with like Roll20, it's like you still have to go and set up every single map.
Yeah, and so this is just really handy.
Well, and like even then, you could like sit down and pull out a sheet of paper and draw out a map for us real quick.
Yeah. So we'll put Woodrow here. Here we have the lookout. We have any of these little black little dots are other people. I'll put one down here for the chef. I'll have a person here who is the powder monkey, working on the cannons. Don't have any cannons on here because you should have seen this thing. It was like flat. All these pieces were like three long pieces of wood. It was great.
So as you're setting that up, are the cannons top deck or are they below
They're
deck?
top deck.
Okay.
Let's see. We'll have, I'd say Lord Freyson and is worthy enough to get a thing, even though this is going to represent him. I want to say these are not the weapons he has. We'll put Lord Freyson here, and we'll put Angie Dude here. And then other people spattered about, that are part of the crew or otherwise. Yeah. So
Ooh, are they
now
talking
you
about
have a
the
visual
thing?
representation of people. So
'Cause if they're talking about the thing.
yeah, this is the thing. This is the thing that I was excited
This
about.
is amazing. Also makes me terrified for why was planned.
Well, the DM
Great and
has
amazing,
grid
and
lines
not
on it.
criticizing,
Uh-huh.
but dear God, I am terrified.
I like visuals.
It's
5-day
much better.
voyage.
Just quick thing. This doesn't look like a boat big enough for a T-Rex. Okay, people? We don't need to start
Hey,
showing-
Let me
Dragon,
lower the light
turtle.
on here because it's blaring. Like Jesus.
It is the top deck is very washed out for us.
Yeah, it's I can tell. So I'm going to take this desk light.
That
There
looks
we
good.
go. That's better.
Yeah.
Hey, there we are.
All right. So you have your boat. You have the crew. What are you gonna do? Let's get some music going on in here.
Where was Lord Freyson and that guy again?
You have Lord
Those
Freyson right
two.
here,
right there on that.
and you
yeah,
have
that corner.
his Engie friend right there. So Atlas, you are up here,
Mhm.
and then this is you have one of Freyson's people here, as well as here. I have a lot of these little pieces because I went to the D&D store yesterday.
Oh no.
That's where I got a lot of your figures. Much cheaper than when ordering them offline.
Yeah.
Support your local comic shops.
Hell yeah.
So, Quivari, you are right here, and then yeah.
Well, I will nonchalantly try to listen along here.
All right. I'll put you like right
Okay.
about here as you.
Sneak my way around the pole, like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Make a slight perception check for me.
11?
Yep. No, you're good. It wasn't a hard DC, as you are downwind, so sound travels. You overhear him complaining about once more about Freyson's standing and how he treats and how nonchalantly he treats people, despite him being of noble birth. He doesn't think that Lord Freyson should interact with people as much as he does, and should leave delegating to his assistants.
Okay, who's the character token on the other side of Pompous Prick McGee there?
This one right here.
Yeah.
This is just a powder monkey.
Oh, good.
He's inspecting the cannons, making sure they're all good, trying not to pay any mind to this.
Oh, but like absolutely like over. It's like when you're in a store overhearing someone's conversation.
100%. He's just kind of trying to tune it out, even though he's clearly one of the people that this jackass is talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, mage hand.
Yeah.
Remember how I flicked him in the ear before? I want to flick him in the top of the head with mage hand now. Just
Before you do, you hear Clyde turn to him and like slam his hand down on the railing a bit and say, Telfin. That's Telfin.
Before you start, as soon as I hear the hand slam down the rail, I'm gonna look over.
thunk.
Yeah, it's just a thunk, as though he's asserting
Get his attention,
himself.
Yeah.
There is no difference between nobility and the common folk, other than the fact that we have the ability to help those that are less fortunate than us. They have the same means. However, it is our duty to help them. And to that end, I will treat them with the utmost respect, as I would hope they would treat me. So, unless you continue to... yeah. And then all of a sudden, you just see... he sees this big flick to the back of Telfin's head, and he just
Who was that?
Who did that? And he just kind of looks around. Powder, the guy working the cannons, just kind of looks up. Goes back to working on. Just kind of gives him a shrug and goes back to working on the cannons. Clyde gets a chuckle and just says, "Any more discussion of this, I will not tolerate. Know your place, and it is by my side, not ordering me around."
How do you spell Telfin's name?
Telfin.
Sorry, can you say that? Your mouth cut off for me.
Telfin.
Yeah, and
Awesome,
then I
thank
have
you.
underneath that pompous ass. Cat.
And with the flick to the back of the head and Clyde's words clearly flustering him, Telfin will turn and just kind of storm off back down below deck. I will just toss him back down here. Ylmir, you would see this man come, or actually, are you going to go into the sleeping quarters?
No, I'd probably sit down at wherever like one of the like eating tables is, sit
Okay.
there and slowly go through my potion until I feel good enough to just down it.
Yeah, so you can't see it really, but there are layers to this.
I think at some point.
You're
Okay.
in the back here.
Our, Jet, may I just suggest something for you?
I'm going to
next
get a second
upgrade-
camera.
Okay, it's multiple cameras, and then just give us your OBS feed. And actually, no, you can't do that because you're streaming.
Yeah, I'm streaming. Yeah, it's a whole thing. I'm gonna figure it out. And I was actually looking for a second camera, but I couldn't find it in time, so I was like, okay, whatever. But yeah, you have the kitchen is back here.
Oh, actually,
At
sorry.
On the
at the
stern at
bottom?
the very bottom, yeah.
Yeah, it's at the stern.
Sorry, I know that we're in the middle of a session. You might be able to use whatever software Seven
yeah,
has to
the
use.
Logitech. Yeah,
Yeah, because you can just swap cameras through that.
yeah.
You can quite easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will. It's just time.
Okay,
Like I
yeah,
said, this is small upgrades over time
Yeah.
will happen, and the stream will get better. Everything, the experience
Yeah.
will get better. But hey, we're here now.
Okay, yeah, sorry, completely distracted, but
It's all good.
none of us are medicated.
Yeah. But yeah, you wouldn't see him come down. He just
Okay.
kind of storms off down below deck. Yeah, put it here. Okay. I almost didn't put all this, like the stirrups here together because I wanted to be able to have the layers to the ship visible. That way I could just take it off readily, but it's fine.
Honestly, I like the 3D element to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just heard the argument between Clyde and Telfin. What next? What pray tell does the party do?
Not hearing any of this. I'm just gonna go head down to my bunk down below and
Okay.
put my keg down with my bunk. At my bunk.
Okay, so I'm changing up like a few things because like on here the beds are on the second level, like right
Okay.
below
There, okay.
here. So you will be going just down here.
Okay.
Would I have seen the main mage hand flick to the back of the head from up by Woodrow?
Yeah, you would have seen that.
I'm gonna go kind of having observed enough for the day, I'm gonna make my way down to the most likely culprit of said action and just go, that was your doing, wasn't it?
Well,
I'll go up to Guavari.
yeah. Okay.
No comment.
I'm just gonna hold out like a fist to like fist bump.
Just casual, just like I know it was you.
So yeah, Clyde turns back to the ocean, kind of just looks out at the sea and is holding the railing. His grip on it kind of tight. And you can see he's like visibly irritated from the recurring confrontations that he's having with Telfin. Let's see. Got a bunch of different crew around. So everybody that's a black dot on here is either crew or
Part of Lord Freysen's group.
Part of Lord Freysen's guys. Oh god. Ah! You all bad.
Bum, 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 bum.
Rest in peace, Calvin.
But yeah. So, let's see, who do I want to make this person? So, we'll say, this person right here is gonna come up to you, to you both, and be like, that man can be quite the jackass. And that's Voltac and Quivari.
Mm-hmm. I kind of go. Seems so. Seems like this is almost a comedic routine. If it were only funny.
Isn't that the truth? Telfin's been on Clyde's case since we left Cloudbarrow.
May I ask why Telfin seems so adamant about this particular topic?
Telfin has always held himself above others. He may come from noble lineage, but at the same time, he is not as high in rank as Lord Freysen, thus works below him. However, they differ in their views on how to treat the common folk. Like
no
us.
doubt.
Telfin's nature has always been confrontational, to say the least.
I find it surprising then that he would want him to stay around if such confrontations are commonplace.
It usually doesn't occur as much as they tend to have not be physically around each other as much. Clyde likes to make trips into town, whereas Telfin typically stays in the hold. That is House Freysen's manor. And it's just odd. House Demir is usually better off about this. But, you know, you always have your people who see themselves as above others. It's not uncommon.
Yes, indeed.
Clyde's a good man. I've known him most of my life.
Say, have you always been, I guess, under his care? Or
I wouldn't
under
say
his
I'm-
employment, I suppose, would be the better.
I wouldn't say I'm either. I'm just his friend. A consultant, if you will.
Ah,
Of the moral kind. My name's Nolan, and he offers his hand out.
pleasure, Voltac.
A pleasure. And you are?
I do my best to not crush his hand.
Oh, he has a sturdy grip as well. Not nearly as tall as you, but a sturdy grip, nonetheless.
Yes.
He knows how to deal with races of larger size than him. And yourself? You seem to fancy yourself a bit of a mage, at least. Talking to Quivari.
Yeah, I can, some days.
Well, anyone that can cause Telfin some irritation is a friend of mine.
I kind of mutter on my.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Of course not. But it is appreciated nonetheless.
As Nolan makes that comment, I lean in closer to Quivari, and I said, "I fucking knew it was you."
Gonna shake his hand, and then the mage hand comes around to grasp his hand.
Fair enough.
DM, do something just to double check.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Just so you know, I cannot hear when you get a DM because
Yes.
I am in.
Yeah, it's what I'm saying. I think we've gone over that one just to be
Yes.
sure. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think we ran over that. Yeah. Yeah, Nolan just kind of pats you both on the shoulder. Well, I appreciate you interrupting. And if you need anything, feel free to ask. Favors go a long way, as does kindness.
Oh, of course.
And he walks over to Clyde and just starts conversing with his friend.
You said his name was Nolan, right?
Nolan, yes.
Okay.
All right, Callum, what are you doing?
Keeping an eye out, seeing if there's any other boats or anything that looks like it could be dangerous.
No, not for now.
All right.
But I'd say you guys have been traveling for better part of half the day by now.
Okay.
This music is way too epic. I need to pause this. It's driving me nuts.
We're on a boat.
There we go.
I'm also gonna.
No, that's a different song.
No.
I'm also gonna finish up the biscuit that I ripped off the piece of,
Yeah.
getting rid of the evidence.
All right. So, for this journey, I devised a plan. So
We roll an 8 and we fight an ancient white dragon.
no,
Sea turtle.
Dragon
turtle.
I'm gonna roll a d6,
Oh.
Oh no.
and
Ooh.
this will decide which one of you has to roll a d4.
Oh, boy.
no.
I
What?
hope it's me.
whoever rolls a d4 determines how the winds are for that day.
North, south, east, west.
Now, the trip to Cloudbarrow normally takes about, you were told would take about 5 days in total with good wind. On a 2 or lower, an extra day is added to the journey. So
we want to roll a 3 or 4.
a 3 or a 4.
I kind of want it to be me now.
And I
So,
knew I should. bottom you said.
I'm gonna guess that it's gonna go from up in chat to down.
Yeah, from Cobble to left or right, from Cobble to Shock. All right, so let's go ahead and give this a roll. Yeah. Oh, well, it's Cobble.
Wow.
Cobble.
For the
Don't
first
ruin
day,
my
roll to see how the winds are, my dude.
Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up.
Please don't fucking roll a dragon.
You got this, Cobble. Believe
I
in
rolled
you.
Roll
Seven.
for dragon.
Hey, what
7.
did you roll in your D4? Drag.
I got. Oh fuck! It's got on my monitor. Got a 3.
A 3.
Yay.
Excellent. So the winds are good. Everything. Woodrow is able to keep the ship on course, and you guys do not gain an extra day to your journey. So, is there anything y'all would like to do for the rest of your day? I know.
Okay.
Uh,
So
go ahead.
there's a few. I'm mainly gonna be chilling out by the side, but I'm doing kind of the same thing that Haru has done.
Mm-hmm.
Just like keeping eyes out for ships, but I'm also looking for a few specific things. I am looking for unnatural movements of the water.
Mm-hmm.
I am for anything that's protruding or protruding and then going back down.
Okay.
I am looking for any just basic small fish, which direction they're going in. If I can see any seabirds.
Mm-hmm.
And after we've got on the ship, after like half a day, I changed my thing, my like equipment around a little bit. So I have I know it's an extra item, but I have my nope, not tusk glove.
I realize I should have made my camera larger so people can see the ship a little better.
Okay. I have my belaying pin on my side,
Mm-hmm.
which is used for rigging and the such.
Mm-hmm.
And I have kind of like attached to the side of my component pouch a small stone with the hole in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, besides that, I'm just watching for all those things.
All right. Make a perception check for me.
Move my food. It's not going through Logitech anymore, so cool, you might not even see it.
That's fine.
We can see it.
I trust your judgment.
I don't see anything. 9.
9.
Nine.
You see stuff like you see fish jumping out the water, couple dolphins, but nothing too strange for this area. It's just, you're on the open ocean. Everything seems to be going smoothly, and y'all are making good headway. Callum.
Yeah.
You are just kind of sitting up there, right?
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to, since our list is on this side, do you want to maybe go on to facing this side
Yeah.
The side right here, and I'll move you like over here so you're like sitting on the edge of the mast.
Yeah.
And then you can, if you wish, you can make a perception check to see
All
if you view anything.
Gotcha. Ooh. Ooh. So I rolled a 19, and I have my. I rolled a 4 on my D4, and that's a total of 28.
Wait, why'd you roll a d4?
One of my traits, Sentinel's Intuition. When you make a Wisdom or when you make an Insight or Perception check, you can roll a D4 and add the number rolled.
Okay. All right, yeah. So, y'all are coming up on a pair of islands, a strait that goes right through them. And you do see off in the distance, with that, eagle eye vision that you have from being a ranger and being trained on this sort of thing. You see a couple, I'd say they're large fishing boats off the starboard side. No, port side.
2 smaller boats, port side.
They're way off in the distance though.
Yeah.
Like they're so far out that the ship could outmaneuver them easily.
Yeah. I'm just calling it out still.
And then the lookout looks down at you. I know.
Just making sure.
They're fishing boats. I think they'll be okay. Unless you fancy a snack.
Got some bread right here.
I noticed.
Yeah, you tried throwing it at me earlier.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Gonna finish off that biscuit.
Piss off the person with titty lightning. That's a good fucking idea.
Yeah, right.
Boat.
Middle of combat. Ah, God, why did you do it to me?
Now keep in mind, we've seen 2 out of the 8 possible effects.
Yeah.
Not a plant yet.
I haven't become the potted plant yet.
Nope.
Unfortunately for you, if you're trying to plotted plan on this ship, saltwater is bad for you. It's nice.
No, you're supposed to water the plants in transit.
Yeah.
With salt water?
Yeah.
Apparently, that's what they say in Sea of Thieves.
I'm a fucking salty.
True.
Like,
let's be honest. If you get the most accurate,
Yeah.
you don't necessarily only have 4 people ready to galleon.
Yeah, right.
You can pot algae.
Yeah, you do see the 2 fishing boats off to the side, but other than that, there's nothing really of note.
Hell yeah.
And as you as the ship pulls into the strait, they raise the sails a bit and just kind of let the boat coast, trying not to go at full speed through this strait, lest something, a stray sandbar comes up. They know this route rather well, but at the same time, you never know when the sands move around.
Yeah.
Due to anything that could be in the water or just tides. But everything's winding down for the night. What we'll have man, leave, this person leave. They're going below deck. Ylmir, you see, as you're still in the galley, correct? You've just been hanging out there, sitting down in a chair.
Yeah, eventually, like when I finish the potion, I'll probably bring out, my prayer book or a journal or something and either read through or just start writing down or drawing stuff.
Yeah. You notice a couple of the crew go down and grab a meal about halfway into the afternoon, and then again towards the evening. Kind of like in shifts. That way they can. There's crew above deck. Whenever. Voltac and Quivari and Arlissa, you would notice Jack comes out and relieves Woodrow for a bit as helmsman, and Woodrow actually goes and into the sleeping quarters and hops into a hammock and passes the F out for a bit. Sure. You would see this, Atlas, as you went down to make love to your keg.
To bang your barrel.
Yeah.
I didn't think this was a thing about.
You also notice Lord Freyson come into the sleeping quarters as well and grab a hammock and kind of try and catch some sleep before taking any watches that he might want to do later tonight. That being said, the rest of the night is y'all's. Whatever you feel like you need to do, or anyone you want to talk to.
At some point, I know before we got underway, one of the things I had oft mentioned to Jack, I believe, was to talk more about wild magic, or kind of to tell him some of the stuff, because he was the one who introduced me to the thing, and now that
the idea,
the lightning has happened, the effect has happened twice. Now I wanted to see if that maybe gave him any more indication on.
Okay.
If so that were.
So you're gonna wander up to the helm.
Yeah.
And just try and talk with Jack.
Yes.
Okay. He's at the helm, steering the ship, as it coasts through the straits. My friend, how are you?
Doing good. I know before we got underway, I had mentioned I had quite the story to tell about our adventures before coming back into town.
Yes.
You had mentioned before when we had last spoken that the wild magic might be a bit of, or the idea of it might be what I am currently experiencing.
It's a possibility.
Well,
that is
during our fights with the Myconids, I mentioned before how the bolt of light shot out from me the one time. That effect has happened again during our last fight with the Myconids.
Oh well, wonderful.
And so I just wasn't. I wanted to mention it and see if maybe that gave you any more, or if that solidified the idea of it being wild magic, or if that maybe gave you more of an idea of what I might be dealing with. So I may go contemplate this later.
Unfortunately, I'm not an expert in the fields of magics. I know of them. I know of all the schools, and I know that wild magic can exist. Unfortunately, that's not much up to me. It's not my expertise, I should say. However, if you are more curious, there is a school in a major city above Cloudbarrow, or north of Cloudbarrow. It's called Rivenfell. The Crimson Heart Academy teaches young mages of all kinds. And who knows, maybe there will be someone there that can assist you better than I can.
Well, seems like you answered my next question before I had a chance to speak it.
Well, I'm glad I could help.
I thank him and then go to rest for the night.
All right. Move you down here.
Yeah.
All right.
As upon walking in,
Yeah.
make a comment of get a room, and then just like go onto my bed, and then make sure I am looking the furthest direction away from it.
As you just see, Atlas hugged against the hugged in a corner against his barrel of ale, a small pint, just kind of tipped back, I imagine.
Yeah. Before Voltac goes to sleep,
Mhm.
I grab Voltac and say, "We need to discuss shifts for the night. I'm on watch with the rest of the
Well,
group."
I can't imagine if you pound any more of those, you'll be of much use, will you?
I actually haven't drinking too much. I've just been sitting here, getting used to the waves. I have not been on ship before, so I can handle a little bit better than Yalmir, though.
I kind of. Voltac kind of chuckles and goes, though to be fair, I think I've got about the best shot out of any of us, having worked around ships.
Oh, yeah.
Not necessarily. Aralista has some experience on ships as well.
Fellas.
Yeah, so I want to meet up with some of the other people who are awake and figure out who's taking what.
I like as Atlas goes to walk out, I just go, just let me know my shift.
All right. So Atlas, you come back onto the main deck. Quivari, would you have gone anywhere during this time? Maybe get a meal, explore. I don't know.
I might have tried to slip down into the hold and find some sort of box that's unlabeled and out of place. Wink.
Yeah. So, you go down into the hold, and it's surprisingly well taken care of. There's not a lot of clutter. There's barrels here and there, but none of the crates that you saw carried onto the Indigo Canary are there. However, there is a room with a lock on it.
Ooh.
So, that it just has a private sign over top of it, or
Almost
on
making
the
it
door.
Even more enticing.
I guess give
Privacy,
him
Might as well just put massive arrows with light
But
saying,
how-
"In here."
Yeah. However, the on the opposite side of the hold, there is another door with a similar lock on it that says storage.
I mean, I gotta go for the one that says storage. I've played this as a sneaky thief. I've done things like this before.
All right. So are you going to try and pick the lock?
With my thieves' tools, I will try to pick the lock.
Okay.
Sneaky sneak.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check to try and pick this lock.
Yeah, expertise. That's gonna be big. Non-natural 20.
So just 20?
Just 20, yeah.
Yeah. So you're messing around with it, and all of a sudden, clink, and the lock opens.
Well, let's take a peek.
All right. Inside there are more barrels and a couple crates. Most of them marked food. And they have like labels with what kind of food. You see salted meats. You see one that's just bread, and it has an expiration date on it. So they know to replace it when they get into shore. One that has is labeled eggs for like breakfast. And then there is a singular box that is not labeled.
Aha. Well, that's the one we've got to take a look at here.
Okay. So you're gonna pry this box open?
Well, first I'll examine the box, see if there's anything
All right.
uncouth about it that looks weird. Aside from it being unlabeled, is it exceptionally heavy, exceptionally light, that kind of thing?
It is. You move it around, and it's not terribly heavy, but it's not light. It's just sort of it. For you, it would be easy to bench.
Mm-hmm.
But it's large and cumbersome. It doesn't have a lock on it of any kind. It is merely nailed shut.
Well, I suppose we'll try to open it.
As opposed to the rest of the
crates being
crates.
proper crates.
Yeah, proper crates.
Yeah. This is just nailed shut. Well, then we'll try to open it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What do I want to... I guess this is another sleight of hand, but not with thieves' tools.
Yeah.
You're just trying to kind of pry it open. Do you have a crowbar on you? I imagine you do as being a rogue.
As far as the thieves' tools, I think.
Yeah, I think that's just part of the set.
Without it.
Yeah.
Yeah. These tools, small file, set of lockpicks, small mirror mounted on a handle, narrow bladed scissors, pliers. So, yeah, the basic tools.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, 24 without expertise.
Yeah, without expertise.
Yeah.
And you rolled a 24?
Yeah, 24.
24? All right. You get a crowbar in there and pop it open. Relatively easy. And you're greeted with just very fine black particles all over your hands, and kind of it kind of gets in the air.
Stuff.
Yeah. This is gunpowder.
Gunpowder or black powder?
Well, black powder.
Okay.
This is just an extra crate of black powder that they have put in here for safekeeping.
Oh God, don't blow us up while you're down there.
An unlabeled crate of gunpowder in the food stores for safekeeping.
They know what it's. They know why it's there. It was a locked room.
Okay, well, I'll put the lid back on it and then head back out.
Okay.
Very gently hammer it back together. We're just gonna set you down there, Mr. Bob.
You get it looking about right, to where you don't think people would notice, but you're fine. Is there anything the rest of y'all would like to do? Yolmir, would you like to head back up on deck? Attempt it.
Yeah.
All right. So you're gonna come back up here.
Mm-hmm.
You notice Atlas coming out of the sleeping quarters and Aralissa still hanging out with, I believe it's Eve. Is your fox's name?
Yep.
Eve and Aralissa are just hanging out over here on the starboard side railing, and you see Callum up here on the forward port mast, just kind of hanging out, holding onto the rope that holds the sails.
Mm-hmm.
The breeze is nice. The sun is setting on the horizon, and you see those hues of orange and purple and blue. And for the first time since you've got on the ship, just looking out at the horizon, it actually helps a bit. Gives you a sense of level being on, even though that the ground below you is still swaying. It does give you a point of reference, and it gets rid of that as nauseating feeling. It kind of helps. You don't know if it's the medicine that you were given or just the horizon, but it's helping.
I'm going to head over to Aralista.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure my notes. Fuck, no, I don't have any notes on us. Shit. Okay. But I'm going to just kind of. So, you've mentioned you've worked on ships before. How do you deal with the transition between land and sea?
For me, there wasn't much of an issue when I first got into a boat, but all my other crewmates just said they eventually got used to it. I mean, after being in a boat for years, it's nicer than being on land.
Okay. Not doing this for years, though. Okay. Got it.
After a few days, you should be used to it by the end.
Oh, I hope so. Although, I don't know if I can do days of this.
Very
You're not going to be excited when we get back on land then either.
You get to do at least 5 of them.
At least 5. When this is day 1. We haven't even finished day 1.
Yay!
All right.
Oh, God. That's right. We've only rolled once.
Yep. So, Atlas, you come out, you see Yolmir and Arlissa talking, and I imagine you go up to them to discuss watch.
Yep.
You do notice Callum up in the mast, if you wish to call to him.
I'm gonna call Callum to come down. Callum, get down here.
DM.
Yep.
Yes.
our rooms are the quarters where our hammock are. Is that just our room? For our-
No, it is a shared quarters. Like, ship small, but imagine this being a bit bigger.
Yeah.
And there would be, like, they're double decked hammocks. So I remember saying that there's larger ones towards the front entryway, and then as they get to the bow of the ship, it would be they would get smaller to suit people like Yalmir, who are of shorter stature.
Aralista.
I guess I'll slip back upstairs while everybody's getting together.
I'm like 1.5 feet bigger than y'all.
Yeah.
And when Kavari gets
It's
up,
not hard.
I'm gonna look around, see Kavari, and
Callum,
Bring
are you
Kavari
gonna
head.
head down?
wave Kavari over.
Yeah.
All right.
I also didn't know we were going to be sharing our fucking, like, half of our party are going to be literal giants. What did you say you were a dragonborn? We've got a lionid and a
Leonin.
orc.
Leonin.
half.
Oh yeah, this guy's still here. He's up in
The
Oh,
dwarf,
you're
the
precious.
tiefling, and the human, and hell, the human's on the taller side.
Yeah.
Well, congrats, you're
Obviously.
sharing your bunk with your fox.
I mean, depending on the night, Fox gets snapped out, so it's not that big an issue.
Is Kavari coming over, Rody?
Yeah, I'm heading over.
Yeah.
On my way up, I'll use prestidigitation to clean all the excess powder and stuff off my hands.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Fair enough. I'm just gonna say, we need to discuss watch for the night. We were hired to protect, so we need to get people set up our watches. I think 2 people per watch should be good for the ship.
Yeah, I can do
I
that.
mean, we have to see if the ship's crew has a watch set up as well. If you're talking about that, and
True,
not-
but we are set up for protection. It'd be good to do.
Uh,
Set up the watches.
They do have a watch. One person from Lord Freysen's group will be taking a watch. They have 6 people, so they're gonna divide it into 2-hour shifts. So only 4 people at a time the only people that aren't taking watch are Lord Freysen and Telfin.
Of course, Pompous ass.
Yeah. And then the rest of the crew, it's going to be they are rotating. You have Jack and Woodrow alternating helmsman. And then the other 3 are on I want to say 3-hour watch cycle to cover 9 hours.
Would we know all this information, or would we have to talk to Jack about it?
You could talk to Jack about it, yeah, and he would let you know.
I would have
Okay.
imagined I covered that stuff with Jack before we loaded on, because I discussed more stuff with the boat with them.
Yeah, that could be something that you know.
Yeah, okay. And so that would be up to you whether you let us know that.
Yeah, no, if Aralista talks with Jack about like how everything's being run, then yes. You would have gleaned that the watch schedule from him.
Okay, and that's up to our list to tell us. Then.
So yeah, I just informed them all of what Jack told me, what you said.
Yeah.
I mean,
Then I'll say, okay, then shall we do 1 person then, since they're gonna have a good amount of people on watch then. 1 person every 2 hours.
I see no reason not to, personally.
Yep.
Yeah,
Then who I will tell you, Voltac is not taking first ship. Voltac is asleep.
I do have I do have a question.
Hmm.
How do we want to treat these watches? Should we be in our room, or should we be in our thing? Because personally, based on what I overheard, I'm not the most trusting of these nobles.
I don't believe if something goes wrong in the sleeping quarters, where there's going to be 5 of us in there. That's not going to be where I'm concerned about. Be out on the ship deck. My opinion. Ship sneaks up on us in the night.
Okay.
Who would like to take first watch?
Oh, I suppose I can.
I'll take second.
I'll take third.
I'll take last.
Last, Voltac will take. Voltac told me whatever we give him, so I'll give Voltac fourth. And
Okay.
I guess that leaves Yelmir at fifth. That'll be a funny sight to see when Colin comes out.
Yeah. All right.
Sorry, people just walked in my room and decided to talk to me. I was going to say I could take the late night shift.
Yeah. So what's the order of the watch?
Right now it was Kavari first, Arlista second, Atlas third. I put Voltac fourth, but that can be up to Yalmir.
Okay.
But Yalmir fifth, and then Column is last.
Okay.
Are we doing 1 hour shifts?
I think we were doing 2. So
Why do we have a 12-hour watch?
Yeah, no.
You can do 1 hour with
Okay.
each end being 1.5. So the beginning
Each end
shift and the end shift would be 1.5.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that'll do. Then.
All right. And let's see. Let me get. We'll have this guy do. Actually, no. We'll have him do the first. That, and then last. And then we'll just go that, and then in. Okay. And then we have Jack and Woodrow swapping out.
Sorry, I had the same thing. Somebody walked in my room. How are we doing timing on watches?
So the first and last will be 1.5 hours. And then the others will be
1 hour.
1 hour.
If we want, I can take the hour and a half.
And I was going to do a late night shift.
All right. Yeah, so if you wanted to do the late night shift, you would be a 1 hour. And so
Yeah, and that would be like shift, like 3 or 4?
I have you as shift 5, but we can move you to shift
Sure.
4.
Okay.
All right, so Callum and Arlissa, did you want to switch? And Arlissa takes the last watch as a 1.5 hour?
It's up to you.
Yeah, I could. I can either take 1.5 hour to like during my original position, or we can swap. If you want to be there for sunrise.
I'll be there for sunrise.
Okay. Then it'll be 2 1.5s with Quivari doing a 1.5, Arlissa doing a 1.5, and the rest are hours. Yolmir, Voltac, Callum. All right. And then let's see. We'll do Okay. All right. So, as the night comes to a close, you all go off to bed. Those of you not on watch. Just gonna move most of you off the main deck. I like that the fox fits just perfectly.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right next to you, yeah.
It's really neat. I might have to super glue you there because this is actually this is meant to be the ranger figure, but like it was a tiefling with a bow, and I was like, that's just our Alista. And so I'm like,
Done.
yeah, I didn't have to buy a figurine for you. All right, so we will have. I will differentiate crew by. We have the large circles for crew of the Canary, and then we have the small circle for Freysen's party.
Okay.
So, we'll do this, and then. All right, time to move the camera back down. Oh, hey, food. Y'all get to look at my delicious shrimp and spinach Alfredo.
I guess after watch we'll break.
Oh god, the focus is just... I don't know what happened to the focus, but it is pixelated as all fuck.
Oh, I really, really hope I'm on watch with the fucking stuck-up noble.
I don't think he's taking a watch.
No, not Freysen, the
I don't think he is either. Well, Freysen's not the stuck-up one.
no, it's
The captain and the asshat are not taking watches.
Telfin isn't.
Telfin, yeah.
No. Alright. There we go. I'll move my food out of the way. Alright, so first up we have Quivari, and then actually I'm gonna pull it up on my phone, that way I know who is who. Drive. Alright. Oh, that's so much better. Quivari, you are here. You have Jack on the helm still. And then you have... Who was this first? Yeah. The lookout from Jack's crew. And then you have a member of... a female member of Freysen's party with... or over here. So, is there anything particular that you would like to do within your watch?
Oh, I'll just keep watch like a good boy.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Yeah, 10.
10?
10.
Nothing all too noticeable. The stars are pretty. You see a lot more of them out here than you did back in your hometown. But the words of Telfin still kind of nag at the back of your mind. You're not one that enjoys those types of people.
Yeah.
And you know to keep an eye on him.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'll roll for the other 3. Okay. So, nothing of note. Your watch goes by without issue. So next up is
Shake, shake, shake. Where you up? You're up.
Aralista and Eve.
I'm actually gonna use one of these. Yeah,
And
these
then we'll have another person take up. As you wake up, these 2 other members are woken up, and you see them walk out. You notice one is the person that was maintaining the cannons earlier, as he climbs up into the crow's nest. And then the other one is, oh boy, which one was this? Ah, yes. One of the more well-armored men from Freyson's group that just kind of takes to the starboard side, or the port side of the ship, and just kind of gazes out over the ocean.
So the powder monkey went to the crow's nest.
Yes.
Got it. The 2 moons. What phases are they in? Out of curiosity. It's only been a day, so it should be one
Yeah.
one time it was. This would just be
I don't remember if I said what they were before.
one of them. I don't remember the smaller one or the one of them, but one of them was full the other day.
Yeah.
So it's
So
not.
one would have started waning. The other one would be, I'd say, about half.
Okay.
Waxing. Though, so it's
Turns out.
they're out of sync with each other.
Yeah.
Turns out one's halfway done. Sucks to be a werewolf with these 3-day moon phases.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna look up at them every now and then, mutter something under my breath.
Yep.
Keep watch over the ocean. Look up.
All right.
So that's,
Did you want to be on a particular side of the ship?
starboard side near the bow.
Starboard side near the bow? Okay. So
Up
on
top.
the bow? Or just like up here?
Near the bow. Not necessarily up top, but enough that if needed, I can like quickly hop and climb up there, even if, like, not even take the stairs.
Okay, yeah, I'll put you right here.
So I already rolled, so let me just get the plus.
Yeah. Oh, let me.
So that is 20 non-natural.
20?
Yeah.
Okay.
So just,
Yeah. Again, you don't seem all that much, but it's comforting to be out at sea again. It's a sensation that you've missed, and it brings your mind back to your original ship that you were on, where you learned to sail for the first time, with Captain Lillian. The sea has this calling effect towards you. It feels like home, more so than the sands of Mianlo. but you enjoy. It's calm. There's a gentle breeze blowing from the east, which is helping push the ship through the strait. And it's a calm night. Eve kind of hops up onto the railing and just kind of lays down next to you. Agile as a cat, but in fox form because they're like the half and half.
It's like a Hackintosh.
Yeah. But other than that, the night goes off pretty well. Your watch is over. We will move. So that's what, 3 hours? Yeah. All right. Gonna take, what is it? Who's up next? Atlas.
It hit me.
Atlas, you are woken up by Aralista and told to go stand your goddamn watch. As you are coming out for your watch, you see Jack heading down the stairs, and oh no, that's a different one, different piece. And Woodrow comes out and takes the helm.
Yep.
And then another member of Freyson's crew comes out, wearing leathers that are not quite the same colors as Lord Freyson. His are more grays with tracings of red in it.
Yeah.
But he comes out along with you and takes to the port bow, and this person is still on watch for a little bit. But that's about it.
I'm just gonna kind of wander around that deck there. Go
Okay.
either side, looking out at the ocean, kind of walking,
All right.
keeping an eye out.
So, make a perception check.
Great. 11.
11. You notice a few fish jumping out of the water. Flying fish. They kind of skitter a bit in the air before diving back down. But that's about it. Your watch ends, pretty calmly. But that's about it. Let's see. You're gonna get what? Yolmir?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Yolmir, you come up. Everybody's you don't see anybody else come out, as the other members are still on watch. But you rotate out and are still kind of queasy at this. It's but it's not nearly as bad. You kind of, I would imagine you kind of stick here between the stairway and the hallway, trying to maintain as stable as possible. To try and not get rocked by the boat.
Yeah. Sorry, go on.
Is there anything you'd like to do?
Not in particular.
No.
Other than Freyson's person's up top, right? I don't really see him.
Yes, they would be up here. You
Okay.
do not see them quite yet,
Okay.
unless you decide to go up onto the bow.
No.
No. Okay.
Do I roll anything in particular for my fancy night vision stuff?
Do you have dark? You have dark vision, right?
I have dark vision for like 300 feet.
Oh fuck! You're a mountain dwarf, aren't you?
No, that's from my class. Dwarves have it for like 60 feet.
Oh, okay.
But because I'm a Twilight cleric, I get it
Oh,
for
yeah,
300.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
Do I roll anything fancy for that, or just straight roll?
No, just a straight roll.
Cool. Oh, I actually don't even have my character sheet pulled up. Oh, I'm a bad player.
Oh, you're a bad player.
I mean, it's not great, period, but
Mm-hmm.
if it will load. Nine?
9. Not bad.
It's fitting for my first time out in the sea.
Yeah.
I'm doing my best.
Your eyes are more focused on just trying to maintain the food you ate.
Mhm.
The little food that you did eat. Yeah, so you're trying to keep your eyes from floating. And just kind of chill out. Let's see. But your watch is fine. You notice this guy come down as his watch ends and go back into the room towards the end of your watch. And then another person comes back out as you go back to sleep. And who is it next? That is Voltac.
Me.
Yeah. Voltac. So you see Nolan get woken up at the same time you are. And that will be... And then this person, the person in the crow's nest, also rotates out.
Okay.
But you see Nolan get woken up at the same time as you for a watch.
Make quick small talk and go, same time, same watch time, huh?
It's always a late one, isn't it?
Yeah.
At least the sunrise will be pretty.
Yes, indeed. And then I kind of go off to the opposite side of the ship from him and kind of contemplate everything that's happened and kind of think on Jack's words of where and kind of take that as a sign of where my path should lead. As it has the best chance to give me answers to whatever it is that is currently happening to her.
Okay.
Meanwhile, obviously, maintaining a look as best as possible.
Okay. Let's see. Go ahead and roll your perception check.
I forget, do I even have...
I don't think you really have that high of a
nope.
perception.
18. It's just a straight roll. There is no bonuses to this roll.
Yeah, you're fine. You kind of, as you go about your watch, you keep trying to, do the little Spider-Man, signs, trying to cast magic. Just attempting to do it. But What'd you say?
I said up, and away web.
Yeah, up and away web.
Getting flustered and
Yeah.
almost doing full Super Saiyan like power up stance.
Yeah. Just making
getting
weird,
frustrated.
strange noises in the middle of the night.
But
It captures everybody's attention, and you're putting on quite the show, but you don't give it any mind.
I'd step away for like a second and shit's going haywire.
But
Don't
other than
mind it.
that, your watch goes off without a hitch.
She's just trying to figure out what's going on. Don't mind
Did you
Voltac.
rage?
No, Voltac's just trying
No.
to figure out what's going on. Voltac is attempting to have lightning strike twice, and forgets there's an activation code.
This is the third time,
Yes.
so it's not lightning strikes twice.
Yeah.
Listen, you think Voltac can count?
No.
Can't count better than our last watch member.
That's true. Now, you go and wake Callum. Callum, you're on
Yeah.
watch.
Kind of
Yeah,
like
I am.
Where are you gonna go, buddy?
You know where I'm gonna go.
Up here?
Yeah.
All right. You go back onto the mast,
Yep.
and you just kind of stare down at the water for a bit. Go ahead
Yeah.
and make a perception check.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm rolling good tonight. 27.
27. All right.
Yeah. Rolled another natural 19.
So, Callum,
Yeah.
you're looking over the water and you see the waves rushing by, and your vision kind of blurs for a second, and your head throbs a little bit. It's like
I'm
a dull
gonna-
it's like a dull headache. And if you didn't know any better, you would say that you could see ice forming in the water
Yeah.
just off the port side,
Yeah.
and you see images, flashes of a citadel of ice.
I'm going to wrap my leg in the rigging
Uh-huh.
just in case.
Okay. And flashes, just images of halls of ice and snow. Very dark images. And there's people walking around, but it's all fuzz. Their faces are blurred. Hell, their entire figure is blurred, but you know you can tell it's people as the way they walk. And then the scene suddenly shifts to an autumn orange color, and you hear words almost crystal clear whispered into your left ear, and it just says, "Find me." And then the ice and images disappear from the water.
I'm gonna write down what I saw in my journal
Okay.
right after that last entry when it happened last time.
Yep. All right. When the visions stop, I want you to make a dexterity check for me.
18.
All right. You slip off the rigging with your other foot, but luckily your one leg was wrapped around the rope, and you
Yeah.
spin off, almost falling off to the side, but you catch yourself,
Okay.
and you pull yourself back up on the boat,
All right.
onto the mast.
Are there like any loose ropes on the top of the mast?
No.
Okay.
But it was definitely a scene.
Yeah.
And you can feel yourself sweating a bit.
Yeah.
But other than that, your watch goes off without a hitch as you see the sun start to rise on the horizon.
All right.
But yeah, that is the first day. Let's see who gets to
Okay, we have
choose. What?
We have 5 more, or we have 4 more of these.
Hell yeah. You know, actually, we're
At the moment.
yeah, at the moment, we are at a 2-hour mark. So, would you all want to take a quick food break, maybe 10 minutes?
Okay.
Sounds
Chow
good to
down.
me.
And
I think this is
what's up?
the best time to do it.
Yeah, as the start of a new day. So,
Eh.
we will be right back in 10 minutes.
All right.
Peace.
Bye. Whew.
Ah. Hello.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, everybody. All right. Cleared out a bit more room. Hey, cat cam. Looks like we're still missing a Cobble and a Haru.
Cobble went to go get more water, I believe. I do not know about Haru.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Cobble is off to get water.
Haru's
Haru's
definitely-
Haru and disappeared off into nowhere land.
Happens.
No word of where they were going.
Let me
Right there? Okay.
message.
Here, roll slightly.
Haru.
There you go.
Where is my parent? Oh, parents. Is what Haru said.
Ah, okay.
Or did anything else? Said got to go parents. So I'm gonna message
Yeah.
him, see exactly what's going on.
Alright. Then Callum is just gonna go and chill out, sleeping, I guess. Or no, Callum's up here. I don't care.
Just hanging out there, keeping an eye.
Yeah, but the dawn of the second day of traveling aboard the Indigo Canary begins. Let's see who. Hopefully, it's not Callum or Cobble. We'll say Callum was.
6 is. I see
What?
what you said.
Six
you
is a
can-
repeat. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say just instead of you rolling, Callum is a reroll.
Yeah. Ha! Of course, it's a 6.
That dice is loaded.
Another 6.
That dice
Rigged.
is loaded.
Oh fuck, we back?
That's a 1. Yeah, it's been. We turned a 10-minute break
It's
into a
been
14.
1 week.
It's been.
But yeah, that is a 1. So, yeah, I'm going in order of how it is now. That's gonna be Voltac.
Boy, what do I need to roll?
Roll a d4 to see how the winds are for today.
Don't fail me. That is a 4.
Hey,
The winds are good.
winds are great. So you have a strong headwind, pushing you towards your destination.
Tailwind, but okay.
Or, yeah, tailwind, whatever. You're making good progress. Damn it. And then, yeah. So, as you come out, I'm actually switching out who has what, because I only have a number of the small circles. I only
Okay.
have 3 of them, and so they will be representative of the Canary crew.
They are the background characters
Yeah, all these
for
guys are
this
background.
scene.
Yeah, all circles are background characters.
It's like in Ruby season 1.
Yeah. Except I have figures for them. I just don't want them to be, yeah, let's give this person, a sea hag. Yeah, no, let's not do that.
Wow, a ragtag crew we got here, huh?
Yeah, right?
Damn, I can't believe Teflon became or Teflon was the actual fucking hag the whole time.
Yeah, right? So I'm just gonna spread crew throughout areas. And then we have let's see. Sir Brudagard over here. We'll have Lord Freyson up talking with Woodrow at the beginning of the day. Quivare, where do you want to be?
Oh, pretty much wherever.
All right, we'll put
Kind of
you.
milling around.
Yeah. We'll put you over here, kind of chilling out in a corner. In a place where you can keep an eye on the whole, like, main level of the
The
ship.
whole deck. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole deck. So, Voltec, is there anywhere you would like to be? Where you want to go on the boat?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Um.
the whole deck.
Awesome.
No, the other Voltec.
ADHD struck. Good question.
You have a whole ass ship.
I know. So much choices. Screw it. I'm gonna go chill up by near Woodrow towards the back of the ship there.
Okay. You're just gonna
Kind of just be like nearish
observe.
if I need it. Yeah, if I need it there if need be.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm actually gonna move that down here. I'll take this person and move them up here as well. Kind of opposite you, just ready at the rigging. Yolmir, where you want to be?
I will actually try and go above deck today.
Ooh, daring, aren't we?
Yeah. But I'm gonna head towards the back. Kind of to like right over there.
Okay. So you have a pretty good view of the main deck.
The main deck, and mainly spending a lot of time looking out over the ocean, trying to keep a steady eye line.
Yeah.
While fairly frequently saying a silent prayer of, "You told me this was the right path. It better be fucking right."
Very, very true. Atlas, where you want to be? Atlas.
Oh, did our list go anywhere yet?
No.
Or... Okay, I was kind of looking for our list.
Okay. Well then, Arlista, where you want to go?
Yeah.
I am wandering around the deck and just all around the ship right now. Like right now, I'll be up deck. Right now I'm wandering around, just muttering old shanties we sang on some of our old boats.
Okay, I'll put you
Myself.
over here. And then you're looking for Arlista?
Yeah.
Okay. Put you right here.
Next to her on the railing.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm gonna say, last night when I was on watch, one of Brayson's men I'm gonna say it kind of quietly, under breath, just kind of leaning over the railing.
Mm-hmm.
One of Lord Brayson's men has a bit of different armor, gray leather, reddish stripe. Is it reddish stripes? Red stripes? Or
red trimming.
red trim on it. Different than what Lord Brayson's wearing. I was a little bit concerned with him as well. After you told me about your concerns last night.
Did it look like it was symbolizing anything?
I didn't. Nothing that I made out last night.
DM, what type of armor? What like colors and stuff on the armor? What type and like colors of armor and just clothing in general is Grayson wearing? If I would know.
Oh, I remember I described this earlier, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But I want to say he was wearing like.
He had an formal wear overcoat with shoulder pads, gold with tassels on him. I don't remember the colors exactly.
That was more formal wear.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say that Lord Freyson typically has this kind of like jade, like He has a regular tunic that's kind of like a lightish gray on one side, and on the other side is like a jade green with the symbol of House Freyson like embroidered on on the right side of the chest. It's the gold. It's like almost a shield, but it's got a gold F on one side and then what looks to be like a tree with branches coming out the other side that extend into the outer trim of the shield.
Okay.
But yeah, it's more of a green with gold accents look, like that jade green. And then the gray portion would be kind of reminiscent of mountain rock almost.
I say for now we just keep an eye. Freyson probably hired some mercenaries. If it's the Leathers, it's probably not Royal. Royal probably wear plate or steel. They can afford that shit fairly easily. Plus, shinier the more... shinier the prettier.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna kind of get up from just leaning against the railing. I'm gonna kind of sit on it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna look out along the deck, and I would like to make a perception check, see if anybody's paying attention to our conversation.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Shit. 10.
All right. Nobody that's really paying too much attention to your conversation. You do see Telfin and the guy you are talking about on the opposite side of the ship, looking over and talking casually.
Look, what do you mean by looking over? Like
Just kind of looking over at the ocean,
at the ocean. Okay.
like having a general conversation.
And I'll just
And
mention
then-
that to
yeah, you do-
Arlista.
You do see like over here, like there's a person to your right as you're sitting up on the edge. It's just a lady in kind of, I want to say pastel green dress almost. But like it's more of a flowy tunic, not necessarily an actual dress, but she has like and then she has normal pants on and everything. Like she's dressed commonly like she would be part like you would think she's part of Lord Freyson's crew. And then you see another person kind of dressed in light blues with like a leather vest over top of his tunic.
I'm just going to mention to Arlista that the person I'm talking about is talking with Dickwad McGee.
Fair enough.
Because I forget his name.
Telfin.
Telfin.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I was just on that page in my book. And I'm just going to walk away down into the ship to the food quarters. To the food mess.
All right.
Get some food.
Sounds good. You head down into the galley and rustle up some grub. The chef there greets you with a hearty good morning and serves you some eggs and rice.
Yum.
Yee.
That's what me as a Leonin loves.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think that's it for me right now. So.
All right. Anyone else? I know Callum is going to go down and actually pass by you, Arlista, and say, I think I'm not feeling too well. I got a headache while I was on watch. I'm going to lie down for a little bit. Let me know if you need me.
Sleep, drink water. I'll yell if you.
Yeah. And Callum will head into the sleeping quarters and try and sleep off his headache. Voltac.
Mm-hmm.
You're up here trying to observe Woodrow again.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Like I said, it's just just attempting to help
Yeah.
around the ship wherever it may be shorthanded.
All right. Well, we will, in the interest of a little bit of time, I can have everybody roll kind of a general perception check for today and the rest of like tomorrow.
Not rolling well today.
4.
Yeah, and I'll just sort of average your rolls.
16 total.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Or
You might have saved some of us.
20, 16. Then what'd you roll, Sev?
9.
9. And then Rhodey, you want to roll a d20 for me for your perception.
Oh, 16 I already did.
Oh, so you got a 6. So we had 2 16s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I would say with that day being with general high rolls, you guys would pass any checks, noticing any. You don't notice anything too anomalous going on. It's a calm day at sea, with the crew singing some shanties along with to try and keep the mood up. Morale is important when you're out at sea. And Woodrow and Jack both know to keep the crew's morale high, lest we fall to infighting. Go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I don't want to do that again. All right, I'll roll it again. 2. So we'll have. I'm gonna go from where we were before. So I had Setsu, then we did Cabo. We'll have. Actually, no. I'm gonna keep rolling again because I don't want the same people. Okay, 4. That would be Atlas.
So
D4?
Yeah, roll a d4 to see how. I'm gonna do it if I've rolled you before. Like, you're just not gonna. I'm gonna re-roll.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I rolled a 4.
You rolled a 4. Excellent. So, you're still making good headwind on the third day. You go for the second day. You sleep. Everything's fine. Callum actually doesn't take watch that night. Still not feeling well, but awakes the next day and is back at it. is there anything y'all would like to do for the next day in particular?
Go ahead.
Grayson out and about.
Yeah, I would say Lord Frayson's walking around.
Doing anything in particular, or
Yesterday he was talking with Woodrow, but today I'll say he's having a conversation with Captain Jack.
okay?
Not Captain Jack Sparrow, but
Damn it.
Shit.
Captain Jack. It's Captain Jack Canary.
Captain Jack Silverwind.
Okay, if that's the case, I probably wouldn't end up approaching them. So I'm gonna walk over, find him, and then promptly just kind of have to catch him later.
Oh, okay.
And maybe when he's eating or something, I'll bump into him.
Okay. Anyone else?
I'm just gonna be generally just wandering the ship deck, just keeping an eye on the man in the gray armor, red trim, and Telfin.
Okay.
Just keeping like a little eye on them.
Yeah.
See what they're up to.
So yesterday I was exploring some of the more common areas.
Mhm.
Going to explore the ship, just get familiar with it more. Below decks, storage rooms, etc. Just look around, see what I find.
Yeah. You see, the two areas I described before. There's a locked room that's labeled private, and then a storage room that is locked. There's also a room where one can do their business.
That's what the head is.
Yeah, the head. And then there's the galley in the aft section of the lower decks. But yeah, everything's really ship-shape. Like you would say that it's almost to a extra extent. Like it's just there's being proper and ready for sailing, and then there's this where everything is just so perfectly in place and like strapped down. It's very impressive.
Is it off-putting at all or no?
I would say it's a little off-putting, yeah.
Okay.
You're not used to seeing a ship quite so proper.
Yeah.
Or quite so put away. Usually there's things that are out and about or that shift, but everything seems to stay where it's supposed to be.
Nothing's like shifting with the waves or the boat. Ooh.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do two things. I'm gonna whistle at you to go to I'm in the storage bay. I'm gonna whistle at you to go to the front of the the front door, effectively the entryway, and
of what?
Of the storage room.
Okay.
And just sit atop a box, kind of hidden away, but enough where she can see out the door and off to the sides if somebody's coming in.
Okay.
First is I'm gonna put my ear to the door that says private, see if I can hear anything inside.
Make a perception check.
Being lucky with this one.
I want to see a natural one.
Okay, so that is 15 total.
15?
Yeah, 15 total.
You don't hear a damn thing. Not even the movement of boxes. Or the creaking of wood.
Yeah, so I'm going to take 10 minutes then to ritual cast Detect Magic.
Okay. as you cast detect magic, every inch of the wood on board this ship glows vibrantly.
Oh, fuck.
Vibrant.
This ship is heavily enchanted.
No. Vibrant light. What you? think you said?
It had the glow that indicates that object is magical. It's vibrant. It is like blaring all over the hull of this ship. It is
Oh.
the entire ship is heavily enchanted.
So do I? Oh my god! Do I see anything aside? Okay, so two things. One, based off of the glow, I'm not exactly sure how it works. Can I see what class of magic it is, or just the fact that?
No, it's
Cool magic.
you know that the ship is magic.
Okay. So then my other question is, do I see anything aside from the ship that's magical? Like past the private door, past the other storage door, like the unmarked storage door in the storage room? Is there anything else that's magic, or?
You get a sense of objects above you, but not within the private not within the private room and not within the storage room. You see one that would be up near the captain's quarters, and then you see a couple little specks that would be on people. So like you'd see one like around here, but obviously you don't know where people are, but you see like stuff where it would be on people.
I see little color like moving around above me.
Yeah, like as if they're carrying a magical object.
So you said that there is one inside the captain's quarters?
Yes.
How can I get a sense of how big that is from where I am?
It's just a small light. It's a small handheld object at most.
Cool. Okay.
However, the private room is just blank.
Cool. All right. So I am going to, during the 10-minute duration, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get Eve back, like on my shoulders,
Mm-hmm.
and I am going to walk around, find out which of Fulton's crew have magical gear on them.
Okay.
Look mainly for the guy Seven was talking about, but I'm also interested in, like my three main interests are Fulton, guy Seven was talking about, or guy Atlas was talking about rather.
Yeah.
And who's the fucker with the name of the T?
Telfin.
Telton. I'm really looking for that guy.
Okay. So you're looking at Lord Clyde Freyson, and then you're looking for the guy Atlas was telling you about, and Telfin.
Yeah.
Okay. You wander up, and as you walk around, you do notice a handheld, a glow in a satchel on Telfin's side. But nothing on Clyde or the other guy.
All right.
The only other glows that you see are Ylmir's holy symbol and
Symbols I have two.
yeah, symbols, and a small there's a small glow coming from a pouch on Callum's hip as well.
All right. I'm going to like kind of like this, I guess. Pull out a bracelet.
Uh-huh.
Just say thank you, and then disable the spell.
Okay. You dismiss your spell and you go about your day. Is there anything else y'all would like to do?
I would be able to catch Freyson during one meal, right?
Yeah. If you would see Freyson, head downstairs and go towards the direction of the galley if you wanted to follow him.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Ylmir follows Lord Freyson down into the galley.
It's in my notes, so I overheard it at some point. I think it was the first time. But as he sits down, I'm going to sit down not next to him or across from him, but like just
diagonally from him.
Yeah, like a couple seats away from him.
Okay.
Enough to make conversation, but not enough to be like right there.
Yeah.
And just make the clear my throat a bit, make the comment where I come from, nobility doesn't really ever really want to interact with any of us common people, and your advisor, someone, seems to agree with that notion. Why do you feel the need to be anywhere near us?
He kind of smiles. It's almost a smirk off the corner of his mouth, and he just says, a nobleman or woman is nothing without the people that is under their care. If you do not take care of them and treat them with the same respect that you wish, that you would hope they have for you, then what's the point of leading? Why be a noble in the first place if you cannot have the trust of those that you are responsible for?
An interesting take on it. For me, at least where I'm from, nobility is more of a lineage than a mindset or desire. So,
indeed. And obviously we come from different here, I'll adjust the camera so you can, oh, it's too much of my face. He turns to you and says, obviously me and you come from different backgrounds and clearly different races, though I have much respect for the stout folk. My family has led Cloudbarrow, has grown Cloudbarrow for the past 6 generations. And under our tutelage, it's prospered. And we have the trust and loyalty of our people. And I wish to continue that. It's how my father and his father raised him. And it is a way of life that has worked for us thus far. And while I understand that some of noble blood would prefer to simply rule, to look down on the common folk is to write one's own end. I hope that answers your question.
It does.
Excellent. Well, happy to have you aboard with us.
And
And he raises his mug and goes back to eating.
Would I have been in the room during that conversation? Would I have made my way back up and around?
I would have said you made your way back up and around. You would have been back up on the main deck.
But not. Oh, were they talking on the main deck? Or
No, they were in the galley. So
Got
yeah, I had just moved them up so I could see them, but yeah, they would both be in the galley.
Damn, I would have had some fucking words. All right.
I'll go ahead and finish my meal, and as I head off, I'll just say I appreciate your views and all of that, and hopefully maybe your philosophy will rub off on other rulers. That might be a little idealist.
One can hope. With time.
With time. And with that, I'll go ahead and head out.
All right. Is there anything else y'all would like to do?
Yeah, I'm good myself.
All right. Then, without that, I'll say we can make another group perception check, if you would. And then we'll start with Cobble, go left to right.
What did Cobble get?
7.
14.
Okay. Rhodey.
Oh, I'm getting there. There you go. 9. So that was a one.
No, I actually never noticed that.
Let me guess. So one there.
No, 6.
6. All right.
This is a bad perception round.
And what did you say? 10?
10.
Is that our only double digit?
No.
No, I had a 14.
Okay, good. Ooh.
And then-
Titty Lightning had the fort.
Now I'm gonna roll one. I'm gonna not roll any of these. Any of my
Ross.
My
Ross
die.
is just going to materialize on the ship.
We're gonna get
Let's
so
see.
fucking.
What color should I
screwed
roll
here.
for Callum?
Ooh.
Yes.
Green Ranger.
Green? So you think this will do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'll.
Yes, I said.
Ranger. Likes the forest.
He rolled a 9. Hold
That's
on.
really
Okay.
Hold on.
That's Callum.
Hold
God
on.
damn.
Where's-
9 plus
where-
what?
9 plus what?
Brand. 1, I think.
Man, I have to pull up his character sheet. God damn it. Haru.
doesn't count. So have the D4 thing.
Yeah, Haru does have the D4 thing. Alright, so his is Holy Mother of God. It's a +5.
What the hell?
So that's
Yeah.
a 14 as is. And where's a D4? Here, I'm just gonna roll this. +2, so that's a 16. Hot damn.
Person who's away gets the highest
Nice
roll.
roll.
Yeah.
Still doesn't save these shitty rolls that we had.
Oh no, let's
Half
see.
the group above 10, half the other half not.
Well, let's see what the average is, because I'm bad at math.
Not great.
Not enough.
Not enough.
You don't see the dragon turtle approaching.
You don't see this massive hulking object in the water just go smash into the ship. What hit us? the hell did we miss that? That smile just.
We're about as
is
perceptive
scary.
as the Titanic.
Okay.
We
So
just lost our pay.
no, you're fine. So
Seemed like you ascended. Caesar rolls.
Please don't kill us on this. God damn it.
Luckily your average was a 10.33, so I'm rounding up.
Wow, an 11.
Yeah, so 11,
Yeah.
which is passing. But yeah, so you don't notice
Callum
much.
saved your ass.
Yeah, Callum saved your ass.
Like the ancient black dragon heading straight for us.
Yeah, right. Callum notices all at the same time as the lookout. They both point to a rock that's coming up on this port side, and Woodrow makes a quick turn of the ship, along with Jack using control water to push the whole boat to the side. And nothing happens, but every person there kind of lurches for a minute. But
I hope to God I'm away from Ylmir.
in Aralista, what'd you roll?
10.
10? You'd notice this. You would expect to hear stuff falling, like crates shifting, or stuff from such a sudden movement on board, but it's silent.
I don't like that.
So
Wait, do I hear? Okay, on top of that, do I hear like waves and stuff?
oh yeah, you hear the waves and everything, but
Okay.
where you would expect to hear like crates shifting, barrels knocking against each other with such a sudden jerk, you don't even hear the rattling of the chains or of the hammocks that would be in the sleeping quarters. Not even that. It's just the normal goings on, or the normal noises that you would hear of a ship shifting so suddenly is not there, and it's kind of unnerving to you.
I'm gonna say under my breath, I hate this fucking ship. Grab my bow off my back and go down below to check if any of the barrels or shit have moved.
Okay.
Because out of character, I'm expecting a silence spell right here.
All right, you go downstairs, and not a thing has shifted out of place.
I fucking hate this.
Yes, Atlas.
Once the ship settles down, Atlas is immediately going like, okay, my cask of ale, and bolts straight into the ship into the crew quarters
Okay.
and make sure that it's okay.
Where you would expect your cask of ale to have been, thrown across the room, it is exactly where you put it. It hasn't moved a single inch. Not even a centimeter.
It's just lying in there in the hammock.
It's
and I'm just
perfectly where it
standing there.
was.
This is weird.
Below deck, Aralista is taking out her belaying pin.
Yeah.
Like, not too incredibly hard, but enough to make a noise, throwing it against the wall.
So, as you throw it against the wall, it makes a dull thud, but it's not like it hits wood.
Do I have this? Please say I do. I'm pretty sure I do. Sitting down, like, send Eve to the door, sitting down, ritual casting identify on the boat.
Okay. So you, I have to find the spell I wanted for this. Let's see. All right, so you cast Identify, and it is, what is it? Identify is what again? What kind of spell is it?
Detection.
Abjuration?
Be a divination spell.
Divination.
Okay, that makes sense.
Divination.
Having to. All right. All right. So you know, upon casting Identify, you learn that this entire ship, every plank of wood on this ship, has a ward over it that protects it from damage from the inside.
Oh, okay.
The internals or it protects it from, or it makes it resistant against damage, I should say. That is bludgeoning and piercing. And then it also has a any items that are placed on the floor that the caster that is placed by a member of the crew does not move. It is affected by a gravity spell that keeps it in place. The enchantment is strong. This is some like Feywild bullshit going on here.
You said, double checking, protects it from bludgeoning and piercing on the inside,
Yes.
not the outside.
It's to prevent internal damage to the ship from things that, like what you did, where you would just throw something in case a fight were to break out. It would protect the hull from getting damaged.
So, like, if we were to just Jason Momoa axe throw,
Yeah.
it wouldn't, land inside the wood. It would
Yes.
bounce off and okay.
Yes.
Why does it need this strong of an enchantment?
Hmm?
Why would it need this strong of an enchantment for the inside of a fight or something would go on?
Like you said,
I'm
he
gonna-
takes care of his ship.
I'm gonna go up and grab Atlas and get him to come downstairs.
Okay.
Oh God.
You grab
I
grab
know
Atlas
what's gonna happen.
and pull him downstairs.
I have Eve watch the door.
Uh-huh.
I tell Atlas, punch this wall as hard as you can.
Okay. Why do you want me to punch the hull of the ship?
Punch the wall as hard as you can. There's a spell on it.
Can't believe you're about to die.
Yeah, you fucking killed me. This is the way I die. I hate you.
If there's a fucking reverse spell that wasn't caught by Identify, I'm gonna be so upset.
I'm gonna
hilarious.
put my entire might into it and just nail the side of the ship.
Make an attack roll.
God, this is
Natural
where I
one.
get a natural one
Too.
too.
Slip and hit me.
That I would laugh at.
Arlessa gets sent flying.
No, it's not a natural one. That is a 23 to hit.
Okay, you hit. Roll one. What is it? 1d4?
I think it's either 1d4 or just 1, depending on what you want.
Yeah, 1d4 or 1. Which one you want
For
your punch?
what? Whether
Are
it's
you
my
going to go
unarmed
into a
strike
rage
or
for
plus-
this? For an unarmed
No.
attack?
I'm not going into a rage for this.
Okay.
I was just thinking of an unarmed punch, not my claws or anything like that.
Okay. Unarmed, then you're going to make an unarmed attack.
Strike,
roll.
which would be
An
just
unar-
4 bludgeoning damage.
Just 4 bludgeoning damage?
Yeah, it's an automatic 4
Okay.
because it's a punch. It's not my claw attack or anything like that.
The roll just is scaring me now.
So... As you hit it, the force reverberates back through your arm, and you take 4 force damage instead.
God damn it! Ah!
It was a natural 20 by the ship.
God damn it! What?
And I rolled a 4 on the D4.
Oh my god!
The ship was like, fuck you.
Oh my god!
Now I'm pissed because Aralista just told me to punch the side of the ship, and now I'm hurt from it. My arm now hurts.
And you did it.
I like punching things. I have an excuse. I'm a barbarian.
At the same time, you hear a voice in your head, Atlas. Excuse me, please don't try and damage my ship. I'd like to take care of it. Thank you. You may respond to this
Ding,
message.
Aralista told me to do it. That's the only reason why
Why the fuck does this ship need this much protection from the inside?
Well,
That's for you
Well,
to
you see,
figure
there was
out.
a fight one
I'm gonna
time
go
and,
find where Ylmir is and see if I can get healed up a bit because that hurt my arm. Okay.
Aw.
And I'm gonna go suckle on some ale now. See you later. Bye bye.
Atlas, this is day 3, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
The idea of you hear a bong like in an airplane. And just boom, boom.
I just wanted to hear. I was fully expecting.
I shipped it to thank you.
I was just fully expecting Aralista to ask me to use them all. That's what I thought was gonna happen. Where I just went
That wouldn't have ended well.
I
Big
was considering-
bang across the ship happened.
I honestly was like highly considering that, but the thing went my thought in my mind of this is going to attack back. This is more than likely going to attack back. So if he just punches it, then
Atlas isn't trusting Aralista now. Aralista tells Atlas to punch something. Aralista is doing it. Otherwise Aralista gets punched.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, so I'm going back up, pissed off, and I'm gonna go find Ylmir, see if I can get healed up.
All right.
No heal.
Ylmir, a very irritated Atlas approaches you.
Vivid flashbacks
He-
to
you actually see
Voltac.
his entire the entire front of his fist is swollen.
on.
Do I see this? And can I go down in the hold and see what's going on here?
Yeah, sure.
At this
Okay.
point, I feel like everyone's gonna try to find out what the fuck that thud was.
I'm just gonna like slip my way down the hold. Like, okay, he came up from there, and there's a private door down there. And I'm gonna see what happened.
Yeah.
when you walk downstairs, you see Aralista walking around, like lightly tapping it, hitting it with the playing pin, trying to make some sort of noise on different parts, on the boxes, and just writing down notes of everything that's happening.
I don't think a ship counts as a musical instrument, but what do I know?
Is mayonnaise an
Funny
instrument?
enough, Voltac,
Patrick.
all you hear are dull thuds, and it's all the same note. It doesn't make any difference.
I
Like,
believe
not
the
even
point
the
of the-
belaying pin is like, when it clatters, it doesn't make the like metal sound.
It's not like
What?
ka-dunk, ka-dunk, ka-dunk. It's like ka-dunk, ka-dunk, ka-dunk.
Yeah, it's the same note.
It's
This
like
is-
I'm trying to hit metal, like even if it's just taps, metal and metal lights, heavies.
Yeah,
This is
Like,
weird.
it
Half
makes it for like if you tap it against like the metal bands on a barrel, it makes a metal sound. If you tap it against the wood on a barrel, it makes a wood sound. But when you tap it against the hull of the ship, yeah, but when you tap it against the hull of the ship, it makes that same dull sound.
against
Every
every
hit.
barrel or and crate, or is it just
Anything that's a barrel or a crate, it makes a normal sound. But if it's against the hull of the ship, it makes that same dull sound.
Every single one in the key of C sharp minor.
Anytime you bang it off a door, off the mast going through the ship, it's just a dull thud.
any metal on the walls, any door handles?
Anything metal on the walls, same. If it is attached to the hull of the ship, it has that same dull thud.
I really fucking hate this.
This intrigues me. Want to break into an office?
Do you see that in game?
Now we're gonna be
Yeah,
watched.
do you?
Yes. Talking about the private room? Yes.
Because I went in that one. It's just got food and an unmarked box of gunpowder in it.
God, I mean, noted.
I, upon hearing that, Voltac goes, I want nothing to do with this, and promptly like returns to the top of the ship.
It's got fresh bread, milk, eggs, gunpowder. General like housekeeping supplies.
Yeah.
The usual.
You don't just have a box of gunpowder hanging out in your pantry? God, what kind of spices?
Your
do you
chest
cook?
doesn't just shoot lightning out of it? Oh, just me? Okay. Continues walking back
Yeah,
up.
right?
So this is now just me and fucking
Quivari, yeah.
Kuvari.
Arian.
Yeah.
Eve is back at that door, and I am walking towards the private room.
Well, let's go break in.
Okay.
Before they do that, am I getting healed by Yelmir?
Yeah.
Sure.
let's cut back to.
Yeah.
Atlas and Yelmir.
Callum and Yolmir are just kind of
So
chilling.
Arlista asked you to punch it, and you just did.
Don't worry, Shock. we'll get to that
Arlista mentioned there was magic. It was warded or magical or something of that sort.
And
Arlista will-
just to keep things straight, on the lower deck of the ship, where if you did manage to break through it, we would now have a hole in the ship, in the ocean.
I never said I was smart. I like punching things. Okay.
Voltac is so disgusted, Cobble closed his
Yolmir is just like, I am not having any of this.
Son.
This is the dumbest shit I have ever heard in my life.
No, don't worry, Shock. Our time's coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Now, and I say, can you heal me? This hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. 4 hit
Wish I
point.
could hear that from.
Fucking
wish I could hear that
perfect.
from the hold to shout. It didn't hurt. It stung.
Ah, better. And now I'm gonna go slink off into the crew quarters and open my cask of ale and take a sip.
Fair.
Because I'm annoyed. Now the rest may continue.
Mm-hmm. All right, Quivari and Aralista, you are attempting to pick the lock.
Let's do some breaking and entering.
All right.
I've already detected magic on. There's no magic. Eve is watching the door, and I am just standing in front of you watching as well.
Well, with my expertise, it's a 30.
Yeah, I saw it show up on D&D Beyond, and I'm like, oh fuck, that thing's getting opened. That's what's happening there.
It's almost art in the way that Quivari picks this lock. It is.
Oh, you wanted
it
this
is
open. You wanted this one. This one right here.
it is a master of his craft. It is a thing of beauty. It brings a tear to your eye at how well he picks this lock. And it just goes. All you see is.
It clicks with the chorus of angels.
Yeah. And it's just.
It's day 3 still, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is just day 3. Hey,
Yeah.
pushes
I'm
the
just
door
making
open
sure for my
nonchalantly.
actual info here.
That's fine.
Got it.
We're already out here just being the law pick lawyer.
I'm over here like, oh yeah, I'll make this a DC 15. Maybe they'll make it. Fuck.
To be fair, I picked expertise in only two things, and it was sleight of hand and lockpicking.
That's fair. No, that's completely fair. I'm just like, oh yeah, this will be a bit harder than the other one. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Sorry about the double ping, Roddy.
I do want to say, I'm writing this in my journal. I wrote ship avoided rock, then punch ship, it hurt. As part of my day 3
I punched ship,
journal.
ship punch back.
Ship punch back.
So, you open the door, and it's just crates. Most of them marked with the symbol of House Freyson. At least the ones that aren't, because there's a couple rows, so like it's just it's just like I'd say like maybe 6 or 7 or so boxes or crates that are just up in the back corner. Because if you're looking at the room, the entrance is on the right side of the room, and then everything is stowed on the left. Yeah, on the left, like on the far left wall.
Is there a small unlabeled held together by nails crate hanging in here somewhere?
Not that you can see. Not that you can identify that's different from the rest of the boxes.
They brought a more unique crate on board, didn't they?
No.
I thought they did.
I thought you mentioned something like
It was just it seemed unmarked.
Yeah, I thought it was unmarked.
Yeah, it was just a crate.
Well,
let's see what's so important that you had to hire a fae.
tosses crowbar.
Let's
Okay.
start.
So you start opening. Jesus Christ, a bunch of burglars. You're not murder hobos, but damn, will you investigate everything?
Nothing to do with any of
I
this.
just wanna
These
It is
two-
nailed down, and we are still stealing it.
Literally nailed down. Yeah.
No, it's not literally nailed down. It's magically nailed down. Let's be fair.
You're right. It's magically nailed down.
Talk to Jack through mind. Sold out Aralista. Yeah, that's about right. Now, if we can please not do too much for day 3, as I ran out of room on this page.
You try to, not leave a mark.
All right.
Do I have mend?
Mend?
Make it.
Do you
make
have
it
men?
look as though.
This will be fucking perfect. If I have no, I don't. Damn it. Do you have mend?
I do not have men.
Fuck.
I only have like 6 spells.
Well, this is where we lose all of our money for the fucking goddamn quest.
So,
I wonder if Olimir has mend, or if Caleb has mend.
hold on, give me a
You
second.
do under that.
I'm hoping Jack just fucking starts talking to you through the. fucking
No,
wall.
Eve is still watching the door and is going to alert me immediately if somebody's coming down the hall towards the room.
I want to remind you, Jack just messaged me.
After you hit the ship,
You broke in through a door.
we picked,
No. We didn't break in.
we picked up at the fucking 30, and now we're not opening his stuff, we're opening the Lord's stuff. not.
We're opening Lord Chucklefuck's boxes. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we're just taking a few peeks. We're opening 1 or 2.
as
Or 3.
make a perception check, both of you.
Fuck. Is this okay? So this is not 3. Good. I am doing this with good dice.
21.
9.
Okay. So,
Okay.
You like this?
Damn it.
as you go to pry open the first box, you hear a thump. And a voice says, "I'd appreciate it if you don't."
Fucking told you.
As Captain Jack Silverwind is behind you. That is the clients. And we do not mess with the business of the clients unless they have given me reason to.
Being a bit of a dick's not a reason to.
Lord Freyson has been nothing but kind.
Okay.
At least to me. If he's wronged you in some way, I can try to make amends, but I'd appreciate it if you don't go through his things. That's just not kind. That's a bit uncouth. If you say so myself.
It's fair. We were just wondering what's so important that he has to hire a Fae to bring across the water.
I just happen to be in the area. And I make a reputation for myself. I pride myself on it.
Due respect, I personally don't believe coincidences like that just happen.
He wanted the best in the business. And here I am. Also, why are you trying to punch a ship underwater?
I am very fucking curious on this spell. It is so unnerving.
I mean, it's just a simple gravity spell, and I want to prevent the very thing that you were doing, which is trying to blow holes in my ship. Stop blowing holes in my ship.
No, a gravity spell keeps everything in place. A gravity spell doesn't hurt you when you punch a ship.
No, but it's a warning to prevent you from doing it again. Typically, one doesn't try to punch a ship below sea level.
To be fair, I'm sure she didn't. I'm pretty sure she didn't try to punch your ship.
Also,
I did.
like I said to your
Absolutely
friend, I take good care of my ship. I've had this ship for many decades. You think I couldn't keep her together with a few spells? A few wards to make sure she's extra pristine, looking nice for the guests. Clients are hard to come by nowadays.
Am I able to would I be able to overhear this yelling from up above?
Yeah, it's not really yelling.
It's not yelling. He's talking in a calm voice, but
Okay.
This is polite conversation.
this is polite conversation. Now, if you could kindly, and he motions towards the door.
Would you kindly?
You want? I should lock that back up.
I've got it.
Really, you two? Really? Here's the thing. You didn't decide to do it like at night. You know, when we could have gotten you together during a fucking shift. You
'Cause
decided
at
to do it
night
immediately after I punched the side of the ship, and he was probably coming down to go look. Fuck you.
Well, you know, at night there's watches and stuff. People are on alert. Who would expect?
You could have
somebody to
waited
break their
another
private
day. We
room in
still
broad
have plenty
daylight?
of days in this journey. Immediately after.
You know, if we're really curious, we can just jump him when we're off the boat, and we're done off. When we're off the job, we've been paid.
I'm not gonna jump him. He's a nice guy.
As you two,
I'm talking about Jack. I don't say that in game, by the way.
I was about to say, woo.
I want to make it very clear. I'm not
As
saying
you
that.
two exit the doorway, Jack doesn't follow you, but he snaps his fingers. The door shuts, and you hear that same. Vroom.
I fucking hate this ship. I have been on 4 or 5 ships in the however many the fuck years I've been sailing. This ship sucks.
It's just so unnerving.
But nice.
This ship has done nothing except rock on the water, and I wouldn't be surprised by the snap of his fingers. It's just a still fucking plank of wood that doesn't shake at all in the water. I hate this fucking ship.
Oh, the Ylmir's dream.
Just what we need. Fucking Ylmir throwing up on a plank of wood in the ocean.
But yeah. You, what are you doing next, Quivari and Aralista? You are now outside the room.
Oh, I guess we'll go back up then.
I want some of that
Thanks,
gunpowder.
I'll head back up.
You
You can keep experimenting.
wait, did
down
you
here.
say
I'm
you
gonna go
want
back
some
up.
of that gunpowder?
That gunpowder.
You don't even know about the gunpowder. You do not know about the gunpowder.
No, I said there
No,
was a- I
Quivari
told-
told. Quivari told her.
I told him
Okay,
there was
okay.
a crate of gunpowder in the storage room.
Yeah.
Just this random crate of very fine gunpowder.
I'm still tempted to just get a vial of it, grab something from my component pouch, just scoop it up. And
Nope.
put it in.
Nope.
Don't. Dude, you were just down there with them. It's right next to it.
I'll also point out bludgeoning and piercing, not explosions.
No, this is not to shoot the ship.
Stop blowing holes in my ship.
This is not to shoot the ship. This is purely for myself, for something after
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
get
yeah,
off
yeah.
this fucking ship.
Yeah.
You
I'm
legitimately
just going.
jacked
I'm
the
just
fucking
going.
gunpowder after breaking into a room.
I absolutely would.
Go ask. We're nice people. Go ask the powder monkey. He'll probably give you some.
Don't probably fucking wind up.
Hey, can I borrow? Knock on the powder monkey's door. Hey, can I borrow a cup of gunpowder? I got a recipe that needs it.
Oh man. So Quivari, you head back up to the main deck, I imagine.
I'm heading
Yeah,
back.
I'll head back up. I'll head back up.
I'm heading back up as well. I'm not.
So, up top, upon seeing them like surface to the top of the ship, I go,
Actually,
how'd it go?
before that,
Oh,
you make a perception check. You
Okay.
specifically.
That's a 20, baby.
All right. So, as you get done looking at Atlas, you turn around, and as you turn around, you see Jack just appear next to Woodrow. Just it like a sudden shift.
I kind of like look up and I just do like the little like.
but
You
like
got
with
me.
a slightly terrified look on my
Yeah.
face, because it's like it's really cool, but like Voltax's also incredibly terrified of the potential.
And
You have
He-
that moment
he
of,
just-
ooh, magic trick.
he-
Oh, the realization of what that means.
Oh, magic trick! Oh, magic!
and he leans down and whispers something in to Woodrow and kind of just goes about his day. But
Keep an eye on those
yeah.
troublemakers.
But you see Arlista and Quavari come up from below deck.
So, any particular reason you two would know as to why Captain Jack just poofed
No clue.
onto the top of the ship?
No clue.
None at all. Not
No.
with that locked room.
No.
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 Definitely didn't get inside. Probably. No.
No, we decided against it.
I
That's one
lean
of the
in.
walls
I
of the ship.
lean in to our list and I go. I really hope you're telling me the truth on this one.
Oh, of course I am.
I was just poking the walls of the ship.
I kind
didn't
and I
get hurt. don't know
apply
what's wrong with
apply
that one.
some
Are you going to make an intimidation?
intimidation.
Make
roll
an
on this.
intimidation check.
Motherfucker, this does not fucking...
17.
For this?
Intimidation rolls against. Let me look here.
I want to say
I think it's just will.
Could
which
be
is
with
wisdom.
deception.
So a straight wisdom check.
Yeah. Actually, make an insight check against his intimidation.
Should I do a reroll?
Why?
This is a 15 plus. If it's a no, just should I reroll? I've already rolled.
What
Should I
was
just
it?
change the number I'm adding?
Yeah, just change the number you're adding.
Okay, so insight
Insight.
17.
So that was 17 to 17.
15 v.
Yeah.
15 v 7 or 17 v 17. Yeah. So
Yeah,
tie.
no, it's 17.
Arlista stares you back down, like unmoving.
We were just testing the spells against the the walls of the ship. I didn't get her. I don't know what's wrong. With
I
that.
kind of look over upon that comment and go, you know, not exactly believing you here. Once again, person does not normally poof around unless something causes them to.
I mean, he's a fake.
Not that I understand what the fuck the poof is, nor do I want to know. I am just simply saying one does not do this probably without probable cause.
He's a
And
fake.
after all, this is his ship.
He's a
He's a
fake.
fake.
I'll be
He's
checking
fake.
on
He
the-
poofs.
I might be going back to the Feywild for all I fucking know.
Yeah, sure.
He's a fake.
And
He
once
poofs
again,
before they do.
after looking at Quavari and saying that, I look over at our list and Voltax says, she goes, and you were also the one who convinced Atlas to punch the side of a ship.
Oh no, that was me. I didn't even convince him. I just asked, and he's like, okay, and he punched.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'll give you that one. And then I just do like the eyes watching point. And then I presume to walk up towards Jack and Woodrow, like once again trying to maintain like kind of where I've found myself the most helpful.
All
on
right.
the ship and
By the way, top of the hour.
Is it top of the hour?
what's top
What time
of the
is it?
hour? You're at top of the hour. Oh, is
Oh.
it?
No, you're a towel.
It's 10 o'clock. Well, with that, I think that's where we'll end today's session.
Halfway through.
Yeah, with the
It-
two fucking causing trouble.
Yeah, it is 10. It is 10 o'clock my time. So, and I have school tomorrow. So, that is where we will end today's session. We will pick up tomorrow or in 2 weeks with day 4 of being out at sea aboard the Indigo Canary upon the ship that Arlissa does not like. So, thank you all for coming out, and we will see you in 2 weeks. What's that? March.
Oh, that is
No, March 14th.
March 14th.
March 14th, right after my birthday. That's like
Hell
St.
yeah.
Patty's Day, isn't it? When's St. Patty's Day?
It was.
I thought St. Patty's Day is the 17th.
Is it? I don't know.
I
Yeah,
thought St. Patty's
that
Day
is
was on Sunday.
17th.
Yeah. Okay. So, March
Oh, yeah, it
14th,
is on Wednesday.
we will be back. So we'll see you then.
St. Patty's Day is the 15th.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.